more importantly, we've got about kind of 10 minutes or so left on this stream. We're going to talk to Tip Top Tottenham, my guy with the microphone. How are you? Tell us how you felt about that big 3 points today, mate.
Barnaby, great to see you. Great to see you as well, Amir. You guys have been doing a great job. It's tough to follow up that segment as well. That was an amazing segment.
Oh, man, Philly came like a bolt from the blue there with all that positivity, eh?
Yes, so I'm going to add on to some of that positivity.
Good.
I'm not exactly sure what the copy of the game looked like where you guys are at, but in America, for most people, they would see that it was in Nashville, the Premier League Fan Fest. They held an event there, and it was a 2-day event, so obviously today and yesterday. And I just wanted to say, like, to all of our fans out there watching this stream, there are so many Spurs fans here in America, and I was like completely blown away by how many people I was ended up seeing. It was very, very, very awesome to see. I'm completely buzzing. I'm so happy that I can't provide today as much tactical analysis just because it felt like it was a fever dream the last like 2-3 hours. I've never seen so many Tottenham fans at one place at one time. Van de Ven, I was just speechless when I saw his goal. I was like, the only thing you can really say after seeing that is world class. I mean, truly, what a finish! He's got an unbelievable player.
For me, he's got to be there or thereabouts for Young Player of the Year, I would have thought, in the Premier League this season.
I think he's got to be number one.
And maybe in that kind of Team of the Year that they do at the end of the season. But other than Mickey van de Ven, what do you think got us over the line today after an average first half?
That's an interesting question. I would say our quality just shone through in the end, I think. Forest, they're the type of side that's going to look to sit back, especially when the game is tied 1-1 and are completely content with getting the point and waiting to counter and sitting back. And so I wasn't really that surprised with how the game unfolded today, because in the second half we've been proven to score a lot of goals, I feel, and that's just kind of a trend that's been continuing. And at the same time, every time we've scored 2 goals this season, I believe in the Premier League, we've won. And so once we had scored the second goal, I was incredibly happy. And then the third, and I was like, oh, this is the party. Yeah, I'm still completely buzzing.
Yeah, I just want to say one more thing, actually, just thinking about it out loud, is, we've talked a little bit about how tired we make teams in the second half. And that is a result of us having the ball all the time and probing over and over and over. And if you think about it, with the flip side, which is when we were playing under Jose Mourinho and we had a good start and we'd go 1-0 up in games and then we'd started winning. But as soon as we stopped winning, it became clear that actually sitting on the edge of your own 18-yard box, having gone 1-0 up, is pretty much impossible to do for an entire 90 minutes. And I would say, especially now that most games go to 100 or 105 minutes, there's so much more chance of you winning these games if you are proactive and on the front foot and in possession of the ball the majority of the game than vice versa. And that's why I think things like that have to be thought of. Even when we have a bad half or we lose a game, actually we're going to win so many more games than we don't as a result of this type of system.
100%. And I think that you're seeing the fruits of that labor come off it in the games, right? I can think of, if you take your mind back, cast your mind back to that game, think about the balls that Werner put in, the ones that didn't succeed, that were just a whisker away from being a goal. I can remember the save that the keeper made from Johnson's one. Johnson as well could have put in a few great balls. Nobody gambled. Werner put in another great ball. Johnson didn't gamble. So the way we're playing really does put the other team on the back foot and allow us to dominate the game. Where my issue is that we're not doing it throughout the whole 90 minutes. We can do it for 60 minutes. We can do it for 55. I want to see, by the end of the season, a complete performance where we slay the dragon to the end, 4-5, and we don't even give them a sniff like we did today with letting Forest back into the game. In terms of Ange's game management, how did you feel we got on today?
That's a good question. I feel Ange, a lot of people have talked about this a little bit ago, but when the squad came out and the lineups came out, I was looking at the bench compared to, that dreadful like 2 month period where we were going through an injury crisis compared to now, it is really, really exciting. The quality that we have to be able to come off the bench. I think that Ange made all of the right decisions, to be honest. And I kind of written Højbjerg off a little bit, like a lot of the fan base. And I know there's some avid Højbjerg supporters, so that may frustrate them a little bit. But I think today he really, really proved himself to show his quality. And I really hope that he can build on this performance and we can start seeing, this type of creativity and decisiveness from Højbjerg more in the future.
Yeah, I just wonder whether, what to answer Amir's question about how do we get a kind of 90-minute consistent performance, I wonder if we're only a proper brilliant number 6 and a game-changing kind of somebody. When I say game-changing, somebody who can do something a little bit different away from that, and that's going to take another window or two, but let's see what happens. Okay, just talking before I let you go, because we're going to have about 5 minutes left and we're going to have one more caller after you, mate. Newcastle away, obviously got some bad memories there from last season, from the Christian Stellini reign. What's your prediction for that game?
So quickly before I get into the prediction, I just wanted to say that when you look at the players that Ange has chosen to sign since he started at the club, there's been a way more quality signings than not. And so I think that we really just need to stick with him and give him the windows that he needs to really take us to where we want to be, because I believe, at the end of the day, he's going to make the best decision, and he's proven to be successful in his targets. So a couple of windows and we really could be where we want to be. But Newcastle away, yes, I know that the players are really going to be thinking about how the game unfolded there last year and are really going to want to get a result. So I'm going to say 2-1. 2-1.
Okay, we've had a few 3-2s. We've had a 4-2. Now we've got a 2-1. But everyone feeling very confident.
Feeling good.
Thank you so much for calling in, mate. Have a great rest of your week, and speak to you after the game on Saturday, I hope.
Yes, I'll call in. Thank you guys so much. Check me out, Tip Top Tottenham YouTube.
Yes, guys, make sure you go and subscribe to Tip Top Tottenham on YouTube, and he's making some great content over there.